Alright, so welcome back to the channel. I've got, if you saw my last video, I was experimenting with some new colors, and I'm actually super happy. They are definitely going to do what it is that I've been trying to accomplish with my old palette. And I think I just had too many colors on the old palette, and I needed to narrow it down to these. I mean, I only have 6 here. I may supplement one in and out for something very specific, but in general, based on what I've seen of the scenery around here, I believe that these 6 are going to actually do all of the things that I've been trying to do, which is like really good news. So what I want to do now is I'm just going to do a quick little 5x7 landscape. I'll just pull a little composition out of my head, just to kind of experiment with these colors now that I'm somewhat familiar with them, and see what I can do real quick. And yeah, so I'll get squared away here, and let's do this. All right, so we're going to start off with this sky here, and I'm just going to kind of get a nice wash in here. And I'll see, I may need some more white before this is over, but let's get some white going. Just a touch of the phthalo blue. I'll see how saturated that is. It's actually pretty good. Boy, it doesn't take much, I can tell you that. So I just want to get something scrubbed in here. I'm just going to wash it a little bit, a little more white in that. Just a touch of the phthalo. And I'm just going to pick kind of a low horizon here, so that got just a touch saturated there, so I'm going to back off a little bit. Get some of that up in there. All right. All right, so I used, I'm going to take a little bit of the burnt sienna. And then a little bit of the ultramarine blue. Gonna get this sort of greenish gray color here that I really liked from before. And I'm just going to kind of lay on just a really quick composition with some trees back here. Nice one over there to keep you from falling off the universe. Cut into that here in a second, so yeah, we get a little more blue in that. Didn't want it quite that warm, so I'm going to modify it and just get a touch of yellow in there. There we go. And we're going to have a break right about there. Get something warm in the foreground. And we're going to push that back over there. Just washing something in for now. All right. And then I really like that when I use that Hanz yellow with the combination of the blue, it made a really nice horizon color. So I'm just going to work this in here just a little bit, lighten up this horizon and push this whole thing. It'll push this whole thing back even further. So this creates a lot more distance. Gonna need some more white. Make sure this doesn't get chalky. I got to keep some color in this, so okay. Now we're going to lay in some clouds here, and what we're going to use for that is I want to use the burnt sienna and ultramarine blue. And I want to add a touch of red, which is going to take this sort of a purple direction. And then I want to see what I've got for white, because I'm coming up with a cloud shadow. And the reason I'm using the burnt sienna, it's just the underside of the cloud, is because it's reflecting sort of some of the ground color. So it's going to have a little bit of warmth in it, and I'm just going to test it here. That's too dark, so let me grab some more white. I'll be right back. All right, so I'd like that to be just a little more on the blue side. It was just a little bit too brown, so, and the value needs to come back quite a bit. So that's much better. So that was burnt sienna, ultramarine blue, and then I came back with a little more blue, and I just want to get this, kind of get just a cloud shape right here. So I'm looking sort of flat at this cloud, but then as I get up here, I'm going to go a shade darker, because I'm actually looking at the underside of a cloud right up here in this corner. So I'm just going to put that in. And then I'll put, we'll get one just right back in here. And we're going to see the underside of one right up here as well. Probably part of that same one. And then we'll get some kind of cloud streets going off into the distance here. Just a few here. And then we're going to pick up a touch of warmth. Just going to grab some of the yellow ochre there. And as I was kind of mixing that up earlier, I noticed that it makes a really nice warm against that gray. So just the clouds are reflecting some of the ground color. All right, and I'm gonna come in with some white and just a really light touch of the yellow ochre in there, just a little pinprick of it. Bit of a soupy mix here, and then we'll just kind of develop we just need a little bit of a light source, so I'm gonna say the light's coming from over here. So just gonna take that right off the canvas there. Wow, that phthalo blue is a really nice color. That green shade, phthalo blue green shade. Now I'm just going to come back in and I'm going to clean up some of the blue in here, where we're kind of in between. Off in the distance here, Just gonna pick up just a hint of some clouds back here. The eye, your eye will put all this together. You don't even have to worry about it. So. All right, so something kind of crazy was happening there. I didn't realize I'd accidentally turned on the voice command on my camera where you can say words like record or play or stop or and if you say stop, the camera actually turns itself off. So I think I was in the middle of this little painting and it actually turned itself off, but that's okay. I want to show you. I want to show you what we've got here. I'm really impressed with this. I'm super impressed with this phthalo blue green shade. I was kind of concerned about it at first because using phthalo green, I had some struggles with that particular paint, but this one I actually really like. So I'll give you a close-up look at this. It seems like it's really controllable, and I can tell at one point I'm just on the verge of oversaturating it, but I added just a touch of ultramarine blue into it, which seemed to calm it down a little bit. But it's really nice color. And I like the grays that I discovered by doing the mixing exercise, and then these kind of distant green colors that I discovered. These grayish greens are really quite nice. And so yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little painting and got to see me actually put into practice some of the new colors that I'm working with. And yeah, if you're not a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe and hit the little bell so you don't miss any videos that I post. And hey, I'll catch you later.